Greetings, Facts-Based family. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Facts-Based TV. And this is your host, New York Fancy. Now, a few days ago, I did a video and I was talking about the story about this father that had sexual intercourse with his daughter, who is underage, and that same daughter came into the world from his own stepdaughter that he got pregnant years ago while she was also a minor. And the topic of that video was that mothers are selling their daughters intentionally and unintentionally. Now this video is a part 2 to that video, just that in this sense it is two complete different case, but at the end of the day it involves minors, and it also involves mothers who are selling their daughters intentionally and unintentionally. So before I get into the story, I'm just gonna ask you guys to go ahead and subscribe if you're new here, and just browse the channel, check out the other videos that are posted. Now, with no further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, there is this story about the PNP General Secretary Dayton Campbell. Now, there was a case before the courts with him. It is alleged that he had sex with underage girls, and in his defense, he's stating that he strongly denied those allegations. Now, I think the case was thrown out, but now it has been brought to our attention again. This time, 3 females came forward with their testimony signed by JP, and those 3 females are stating that Dayton Campbell had sex with them while they were minor, and they were as young as 14 years of age. Now, can you imagine if you guys who are listening are older than 14? Can you just picture yourself when you were 14? Just take a second and just imagine when you were 14, especially if you are a female, how innocent you are, how young you were, and just to know that someone as old as Dayton Campbell has the audacity to look at you in a sexual manner. Now, as I said, 3 females came forward. At least one of those 3 females stated that Dayton Campbell used to take care of her family. Now, this is the reason why I said mothers are selling their daughters intentionally, because it is known to the mother that there were sexual relationship, and the mother, because she's getting, I don't know if it is food or money or whatever the case may be, but because she is benefiting, she just throw her daughter out there like that. Now, it is really sad based on the position that Dayton Campbell is in. As you know, he is a member of parliament, and we all know young girls like older men, but someone as young as 14 doesn't even have the consent to say that, yes, I want to have sex. They don't have that authority. And someone like Dayton Campbell took advantages of those females, and that is if what they are saying is true, because it is alleged. And Dayton Campbell has came out and he said nothing like that. Now, one of the females, well, all the 3 females said that he used to give them gifts, take them to hotel and stuff like that. I mean, that is the norm for men who are in those positions. You know, they cannot go any and anywhere. But I just don't understand, because when you're checking in at an hotel, you have to show IDs and stuff like that. Now, wonder which hotel he brought them to. because I don't know how he get past security with girls as young as 14 to go and sleep with in his hotel room. And one of the girls even stated that he took his virginity. I don't know if the other ones were virgin before, but as I said, all three females, he used to have sex with them from they were as young as 14. One of them stated that how he knew him is that her mother sent her to him for help. I don't know whether it is with schooling or whatever the case may be. And that's how he know Dayton Campbell. And she further stated that when he went to see him about the help, he was telling her that, are you sure you are that young, because your chest, your breast is big and stuff like that. And no, I have to look at it. Was this intentional by the mother? Because if you're the parent or the guardian, you should not send a 14-year-old to go to the MP to beg for help. You should go and you can bring that 14-year-old, have you meet that 14-year-old, and you speak on behalf of the 14-year-old. A 14-year-old should not get the authority to go to the office and to beg for this and beg for that. Right there, you're selling your daughter. And before I finish, I'm just gonna touch on another case that happened a few years ago, and this was the case of this pastor. He was in a similar situation like Dayton Campbell. The only difference is that he's now currently behind bars, but he used to have sex with a girl. In fact, two sisters. They were both underage, and the mother knew about it. But guess what? She turned a blind eye because she was getting her regular groceries, her weekly groceries and stuff like that. So yeah, she's getting something from the relationship. So it is okay for her daughter to go and sleep with someone like a pastor who should be setting examples. Now, all I'm going to say is that parents, this need to stop. I know the suffering is hard. I am from a very poor background also, and I know the struggles, I know the suffering, but it doesn't have to be this way. It doesn't have to be a case where you have to send your young child, your young daughter out of the way so that food can be put on the table. How are you living with yourself? Now, when that daughter grows up and she look back on her life and to know that she gave up her innocence because of her mother willingly put her out to go and do stuff like that in order for them to eat. How are you going to live with yourself? So parents, just please, I am urging you guys to just try your best with your daughter. I mean, a young girl is very fragile, I am telling you, because I have been out there in the world. I am 25, I am not old. And I remember when I was in high school, I barely could get a girl my age, because they will tell you straight up that, hey, you're too young. They are looking for someone who can give them things. And I used to wonder, like, really? Now that I am an adult, I really understand, because many of those girls, especially high school girls like grade 10, grade 11, 6th form, most of them are talking to guys that are at least 20, and they boast about it because them can say them man a big man, and them man a give them this and them man a give them that. That is like the culture that they are brought up in, and that need to change. A girl in high school should not be worrying about anything except her schoolwork, should not be focusing on anything except her schoolwork. So you have come to the end of this video. Please remember to subscribe, please remember to like, please remember to share. See you in the next video.